teams run through the finish line of the season, Grant, there must be a certain amount of reflection happening.
For teams that are out of it, they might start that process now. But who has time for that if you're playoffs bound?
So the Hornets starting five. Miller at the 3 with Bridges at the 4. Ball is out there with Colin Sexton. No one covering.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
And it's LaMelo Ball with a 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's McDaniels. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. 6 on the shot clock. Edwards for 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
And so it's Minnesota with it after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. Reed to screen on Bridges. For 3, Randall. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And the fearlessness from Randall to come right back. Answer that 3.
Goes up on the wing. That one's good for 2.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 6.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
All no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Randall. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Here's Randall after Charlotte's three-pointer on the other end. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Randall.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
The 3. Miller can't get it to go. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Conley passes to Edwards. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside to Randall. There's the 3. From deep, Conley. And that's not going to go. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. We've got Mason Plumlee. James is out there with Knipple. Then there's Brandon Miller. And it's Diabate in at the power forward. And Minnesota with possession here. 4-point game. Here's Dillingham. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Some nice passing by Charlotte here. Here's Miller. Connects from downtown. Miller's got 6.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Clark outside. The 3 is up. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Charles Lee wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Dillingham. Charlotte also making some changes. Miles Bridges comes in for Diabate, and it's Colin Sexton in for James. Sexton, that's good. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
Gets the 3 ball to go. He's got 9.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Back to you.
A star on the rise. Allie, thanks for the report. Sexton, that's good.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
For 3, Randall. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
For 3, Sexton. And Charlotte, another 3.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taken.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Now Clark, guarded by Miller. Pass to DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc. Drains the triple. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hornets trail by 6. For 3, Sexton sinks the tray.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Now here's Edwards. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Good to have you with us. With the season in its latter portion, let's look at the Eastern Conference playoff race.
Taking a look at Charlotte, with the playoffs right around the corner, they're in tremendous shape. They're right on top in the first half.
You mean they're ruling the roost? They're taking shots for every team every night, and they're still landing on top.
What's ruling the roost? Never heard that before.
And guys, the Charlotte Hornets are in an even game.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Yeah, they become addicted to the jump shooting. We have seen teams win that way, but inconsistently.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Wow, Colin Sexton displaying all his skills today.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's Edwards. Another one falls for Minnesota.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Sweet shot right there from Ball. A multi-talented offensive weapon.
And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. They lead by 1. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
Randall, the pass to McDaniels. Randall outside. Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists here tonight.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Well, some teams have put a premium on offense since the All-Star break. This group especially. Number 1, the Hornets. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
These teams put the All-Star break to good use. Both shooting at a very high clip. They've been able to run their offense well.
There's the triple. And the Hornets, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7", or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back over to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Ball into the lane. Good work defensively by Randall.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Clark comes in for McDaniels. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Knippel's checked in for Charlotte. DiVincenzo against Ball. Takes a 3. Nice shot by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Definitely a volume shooter from range. DiVincenzo lurks on the perimeter looking for these openings to strike.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Edwards with it. Over Knippel. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for it.
And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. Charlotte on top, up 2. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. On the court for the Hornets, the perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Then it's Miles Bridges. Then it's Ball.
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Here's Randall. Shoots a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Charles Lee talk to his team. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Charlotte trailing. Sexton fires! Cashes in from 18.
Those mid-rangers can be tricky. Sexton looked confident.
Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Brandon Miller. Oh, that was a gimme.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
Yeah, that could be deflating. They have to lock back in.
Sexton. Cleared away by Conley.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Now McDaniels. Now Reed. Oh, impressive footwork down low.
Well, you can tell Reed's teammates believe in him. They trust that he's going to come up with important points when they need him.
Yes, sir! Count it!
Oh, clutch points from Ball. You can't forget he's 6'7", and that really helps him get shots off when it matters the most.
Bridges outside. Yes! Locked in on the J!
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And Chris Finch has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Randall outside. Edwards. Edwards, so good inside.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that in a league.
Bridges fires.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Wow, these are the moments that Edwards lives for. He is dynamite in the clutch.
It's all come down to this one critical possession.
And B.A., you can feel the intensity in this arena.
Bridges, the jumper is good.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Edwards against Sexton. Edwards looking it over. Takes a three. It's money from deep.
Here's my question. Where is the defensive communication?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Sexton cashes it in.
Big day for their backcourt. Their guards have really set the tone for the rest of this team.
And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this